on, guys? We are back in the garage working on the 2018 Mustang. I've got something so awesome. I kind of gave you guys a little heads up about it, kind of gave you a little sneak peek. I talked about it in another video, but we are finally doing some suspension mods to the Mustang. So just to catch you guys up, this is a 2018 Mustang GT with a custom single turbo kit on it. We're kind of working through some issues right now, but it is tuned by Lund Racing on C16. Essentially, we're just running into some back pressure issues with the turbo. If you're not tuned in to the channel, which you should be, we've actually given away the turbo and we are now working on getting a larger turbo in there. So that's probably to come in the next week or two, as we've got to wait for the bigger turbo to come in. But the car is going to have the power, but now we got to put the power down. And a big issue with these is wheel hop. So how we're going to solve that is with some White Line suspension products today. All right, guys, so here is my little care package from White Line. Check out the packaging on all this stuff. I was talking to Kevin because we own a clothing brand called Contagion Athletics, contagionathletics.com if you want to buy some stuff. Anyways, just on, like, this is a sticker pack that they sent me, and this is the packaging that everything comes in. Super nice stuff. It's a nice little touch, honestly. But anyways, if you guys don't know, I have live chats every Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Sometimes I do them on Saturdays, but they're typically just Wednesdays. So I'm going to be giving some of these White Line stickers away. It's pretty cool. They tell you where to place them and stuff. Ideal placement for them. They sent me 2 pairs of mechanic style gloves from White Line, so I'm going to keep one to work on the cars, but I'm going to be giving one of these away. And then they gave me this t-shirt. Once again, look at that packaging. Super nice. It's a nice little touch. Check out the Band-Aid though. Fresh. But the meat and potatoes of this video is these rear vertical links for the suspension. So a big deal with any rear wheel drive car, honestly, but especially this one, is wheel hop. And that's how stuff breaks. That's how you break traction. So we're gonna solve that today with some vertical links from White Line suspension. Now, White Line, if you don't know, they're big into like the rally scene and imports, and they're starting to kind of cross over into the American Muscle products, which is awesome because they make really good products. If you guys don't know, I started with imports, and I actually ran a lot of White Line stuff on my Evo 8 back in the day, so it's really cool to see them kind of transition into the American scene. So these are going to help eliminate wheel hop. I'm going to show you the stock ones, and then we'll replace them with these super nice White Line. But let's open these ones and kind of show you what they look like. These are actually made out of 6061 T6 aviation grade aluminum. Super lightweight, super robust, and they actually have polymer bushings. And they're actually non-greasable. Yeah, so you actually don't have to grease these. Give us some Loctite for the bolts. But yeah, you don't even have to grease these, which is super awesome. So this little piece, you'll see when we take the stock ones off, but it'll sit in there like that. And the cool thing about these is they make a huge difference, and they're super easy to install. So all we've got to do is remove the rear wheels on both sides, the Hellcat wheels that are on the Mustang, still on the Mustang. But so we just got to jack up the car, put some jack stands on, we'll take the rear wheels off, and then I'll show you the stock ones. There is your stock vertical link. You can see it's just like a stamped steel, crappy bushings. So we're gonna get that guy out of there, and then we're gonna replace it with the nice White Line aluminum one. This is super simple to get out, just a 15mm bolt up top, 18mm bolt on the bottom. But you can see, we'll go compare this to the White Line one. These have really flexible bushings in there, so that one's going to move around a lot. Plus, it's that stamped steel, which isn't the most sturdy stuff. This one's even lighter, so you're going to save a little bit of weight. And it's got really nice polymer bushings in here, don't have to grease them. And this is a nice aviation grade 6061 T6 aluminum, so it's a lot sturdier. This is definitely going to help eliminate some of that wheel hop. So pretty self-explanatory. This one's got the little bulge right there, and that's just gonna sit in that little indentation right there. Boom, it's gonna go like that. All right, so we got this side in there. Last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna torque it down. So we're gonna go 129 foot-pounds on the bottom and 76 foot-pounds on the top. So they do provide this Loctite. I mean, it's light blue. It's a really easy Loctite. It's not a hard one. I think it's more of just to keep them held in there nice and tight. So I did put a little bit on there. I don't think you actually have to put it on there, but that's what I did. You also don't have to put grease on them because they are greaseless polymer bushings. Super nice. I would say this took me a lot longer than I expected, and the reason why is, let me show you. This one, so I haven't done the driver side yet, but this driver one, look at it compared to this. So these bushings are flexible and they move a lot, whereas this is very sturdy. You cannot move this at all. It's very robust. This one, because it's stamped steel, it can kind of bend a little, and that bottom piece is actually, like this little bottom arm is actually at a little bit more of an angle than the top one. So to get that perfectly in there is kind of a pain in the butt. You can see I got a little hammer mark there. So what I would recommend is getting yourself a bottle jack. And what I really like bottle jacks, I used to use these a lot when I did Jeep suspensions, because you can jack up just certain parts of the arms and it'll make certain parts flex and make it a lot easier to get that in there. But that is the passenger side. I'm gonna go ahead and do the driver's side. It's honestly really easy. I think if you use a bottle jack, it would have took me a lot less time, but huge shout out to Whiteline. These are awesome pieces. Very, very nice piece. So huge shout out to Eric Gonzalez over at Whiteline Suspension. You can hit him up if you need any parts. I highly recommend, if you have not picked these up yet, you definitely pick up some of these vertical links from Whiteline Suspension. That is the first step to eliminating some wheel hop. Obviously, there's some other things you want to be able to do as far as suspension goes, but that is like the first thing you should actually do. There's other things that will help your suspension. Just got to figure out what you want to do with your car. So I am going to be drag racing my car. So I want to work with Whiteline and see if we can get maybe some drag springs on the car, because they have a lot of road course and rally items. They don't have anything really specific towards drag racing yet. So maybe I can help them develop maybe a spring rate for some actual drag springs. We can get some sway bar end links, things like that. But they do currently have some sway bars, sway bar end links, obviously the vertical links, and a few other items. They have some lowering springs for the S550 Mustang, and they have them for a lot of other cars also, because I know not everyone that watches this channel actually has a Mustang. So they have a lot of brands available. They're just finally starting to cross over into the American market, and hopefully, I'm hoping, they start doing some drag racing stuff, because that would really help me out. But that's kind of the first step to eliminating some wheel hop. Like I said, for the price, it's a really good mod, and you should absolutely do it. It should only take you 20 to 30 minutes. It's super simple. Like I said, the hardest thing is just kind of aligning those two bolts, but you can actually get the stock one out probably within like 5 minutes. So just pull the tires off, make sure you jack it up, put some jack stands, and like I said, the bottle jack really helped me today. So that's gonna do it for today's video. Huge thanks again to Whiteline Suspension. Make sure you tune in to my live chat, because we're gonna give away one pair of these gloves, and we'll give a few stickers away. I think I'm gonna keep the shirt, but huge shout out to Eric Gonzalez over there. Really awesome of him to help me out and to send that stuff over. So make sure you tune into the live chat Wednesdays, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And make sure you guys always comment, like, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Snapchat at VanV39, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Alright, when it's green, floor it. She's gonna floor it from a stop. Let's see what happens.